all the new information, including the 2 Pokemon that we saw in Koro not that long ago. So without further ado, we're going to get into all of this because there is a lot of new information on the abilities and what they do and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and hop right in. First, we have information on Zygarde 10% form, which is pretty significant because we learned that it has a new ability called Power Construct, and apparently Power Construct is going to be the ability you need to have on it when changing into Zygarde Complete form, which is significant because if Zygarde 10% form has Aura Break, that means it's not going to transform, most likely. So my point is, Zygarde 10% form is probably going to be a standalone Pokemon in competitive battling, which is cool to me. I want to see what this Pokemon can do. I'm going to read the description now. When an emergency occurs, this form can take action separately from Zygarde 50% form, which comprises its main body. It has just a single core performing the functions of its brain, so it can only maintain this form for a short period of time. During battle, it overwhelms foes with its sharp fangs. When running all out, its speed exceeds 60 miles per hour. Now, we all know better, okay, when it comes to Pokemon and speed descriptions, because they got Pidgeot flying at Mach 5 speeds out here, but then it's slower than Miltank and Pikachu and like all these other Pokemon that shouldn't be faster than So I don't really know what to do. I'm gonna assume that it's a fast Pokemon. I'm gonna do that much, but I'm not gonna take this description seriously at all. Anyways, we have some descriptions on the moves that it gets. 1000 Arrows is a move that only Zygarde can learn. It's a ground type move, but it can do damage even to flying types and Pokemon with the Levitate ability. After being hit by this move, flying types and Pokemon with Levitate ability will also continue to take damage from other ground type moves used in subsequent turns. So you get hit with 1000 Arrows, you're on the ground now, apparently. Gravity, boys. 1000 Waves is also a move that only Zygarde can learn. This move makes it impossible for an opponent to flee or be swapped out of battle. So those are pretty simple. Still interested in how fast this Pokemon is and the Power Construct ability, of course. Next up, we have Zygarde. Normally, Zygarde wouldn't be that. This is Zygarde 50% form. I'm calling it Zygarde because this is the Zygarde we all know. Normally, it wouldn't be that significant, but I do want to read up on the Power Construct ability because this is where it is described. A Zygarde 10% or Zygarde 50% with the Power Construct ability will be able to change forms into its complete form during battle if its HP drops below half. So this is significant because Zygarde 50% and Zygarde 10% are probably they're not like super amazing Pokemon, right? So this is significant because I'm gonna assume that those Pokemon are not gonna be allowed in OU if they have the Power Construct ability, because we've all seen you know what, why don't we just talk about it right now, okay? Why don't we just talk about it right now, because we've all seen how ridiculous Zygarde Complete form is. I'm pretty sure we've all seen the trailer in that video, and we've all seen how much HP he has. We've all seen how strong he is, okay? Look at this monster. Height, 14 feet and 9 inches. 1,344.8 pounds, my boy. This is a big boy. Zygarde's completed form is specialized for battle. Wait, so can it use does Power Construct do something else besides transform it into Zygarde Complete form? Because it still has Power Construct when it's complete. So I wonder if Power Construct is also has a secondary effect. That's interesting. Zygarde's completed form is specialized for battle, enabling Zygarde to fight with its full power and fulfill its duty of protecting the Pokemon ecosystem. Core Enforcer is a move that only Zygarde can learn, and it can erase the abilities of any opponents that have already used the move on the same turn that it's used. Huh? So you have to go second then. Is that how it works? Okay. So if you go second with Core Enforcer, the Pokemon that used an attack before you just loses its ability. It reminds me of that one guy from My Hero Academia. He'd be erasing perks, man. Erasing perks. Anyways, its wings and tail each have their own core. Each core serves as a brain and can make decisions and act independently. So this man don't even need to be looking at you to beat your ass. Alright, that's very interesting. I'm very interested in Zygarde Complete form. This Pokemon is straight up OP as hell, but we need to see. I'm pretty sure that it has such a large HP stat because it's gonna only start at half HP, you know? So that's how they balanced it out. It has a gigantic HP stat, but you can only use it when the Pokemon's at half HP. It's kind of like Darmanitan, and changing into the Psychic form that it has. Very interesting. So next up we have the Pokemon Bruxish. This is the Pokemon causing all the commotion in the competitive scene right now because of its ability, which is absolutely stupid. But we don't know all that we need to know about it. We don't know how it works exactly, so we'll figure that out eventually. But this is the Gnash Teeth Pokemon. Water and Psychic, has the abilities Dazzling and Strong Jaw. Now, it seemed in the trailer that this was going to be more of a special attacker, so I don't know where Strong Jaw is really going to come in. But it's... you know, it's good to assume, it's safe to assume that when a Pokemon has the ability Strong Jaw, they're going to have a pretty large physical move pool, you know? So that's that. But anyways, Bruxish emits a strong psychic power from the protuberance on its head. When its opponents are bathed in this power, they're stricken with terrible headaches and fall unconscious. As it emits its psychic power, it grinds its teeth loudly. When nearby Pokemon hear the sound of Bruxish's teeth gnashing, they sense danger and flee immediately. Boy, got these Pokemon shook, boy. In the Alola region, lifeguards let Bruxish remain in their area to prevent dangerous water-type Pokemon from gathering there. Bruxish can have the new ability Dazzling, which no other Pokemon has ever had. The Dazzling ability prevents opponents from using priority moves that normally strike first. See, now I don't know if that means that it uses Dazzling to prevent Pokemon from attacking, like using priority attacks first, or stop Pokemon from using priority attacks in general. So that's we'll just have to find out. It says strike, so I'm gonna assume that it means priority attacks. But how far does that expand? You know, how far does that really go? I'm very interested in Bruxish. I need to know. And why this Pokemon? Why do you give that ability to this Pokemon? Like, why? Next up, we have Cutiefly, the bee fly Pokemon, bug and fairy type, has the abilities Honey Gather and Shield Dust. I'm not quite sure if Honey Gather is a new ability or not. I don't really remember if it is. How about I look it up? Alright, so I have looked it up and I have realized why I didn't know if this ability was new or not, because it's completely fucking worthless and nobody cares about Honey Gather. Got it. I got it. Don't like this Pokemon even more now. Fuck a Cutiefly. This Pokemon is garbage. Get up out of my face. Honey Gather? Really? I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Cutiefly can detect the auras of living things, including people, Pokemon, and plants. They search out flowers by the color and brightness of their auras and then gather their nectar and pollen. When living creatures are excited, it seems that their auras resemble those of flowers in full bloom. As a result, these Pokemon tend to gather near people or Pokemon feeling particularly happy or sad. Cutiefly live in the fields and meadows on the outskirts of cities, but they sometimes appear in towns and even inside buildings, drawn in by the emotions of the living beings of the community. If one of these things was in my house, I'll just, you know, I'm gonna just let you know, Cutiefly. You come up in my crib, you ran into the wrong motherfucking crib, boy. No, I'm playing. Next up, we have Drampa. Now, this is a Pokemon I want to talk about because this thing is very interesting. This is the Placid Pokemon, and it has the abilities Berserk and Sap Sipper. Now, Sap Sipper is decent, but let's talk about Berserk, okay? You know, we'll get there. Let me read the description first. Berserk is very interesting, though. Drampa are dragons that live alone in the mountains 10,000 feet above sea level. Since they can't obtain the berries they feed on at that range, they descend to the base of the mountain at dawn every day. Drampa love communicating with people and Pokemon. Drampa are especially gentle with children and often appear at schools and parks where children gather. Okay, you old Family Guy pedophile looking ass! Are you serious? Pokemon, you can't do this. You can't. You can't have an elderly grandpa Pokemon that appears at schools and parks where children gather. No. This ain't gonna fly. Nah, Pokemon, you gotta change this right now. Anyways, while Drampa is usually a very gentle Pokemon, it can fly into a rage if a child it cares for is hurt in some way. The Dragon Breath move that it fires off at such times is powerful enough to blow down buildings. You're not about to tell me Dragon Breath is powerful when Dragon Pulse is right there. Draco Meteor is right there. Outrage! You're not about to hype up Dragon Breath. Now, here's what I wanted to get to. Drampa can have the Berserk ability, an ability that no other Pokemon has ever had. With the Berserk ability, this Pokemon's special attack will go up by 1 when its HP drops below half. Do you guys see how good that is? And hopefully it has some recovery moves too. But that's pretty good. So when it drops below half HP for any reason, it'll gain a special attack boost. That's awesome. I hope this Pokemon has good stats. I hope it's useful. I hope you can use this Pokemon. That sounds pretty cool. I wonder what moves it's gonna get. I wonder how fast it's gonna be. I wonder how strong it's gonna be. I wonder what item combination you would use on this. Maybe a Pitaya Berry? Who knows? On to the next one. We got Togedemaru. Roly-poly Pokemon, electric and steel, has the abilities Iron Barbs and Lightning Rod. I like those two abilities for this. You'd probably run a little more defensive set if you wanted to use Iron Barbs, or you could just switch into an electric type move with Lightning Rod. Bow. Togedemaru is the roly-poly Pokemon that gathers electricity and stores it. The long needle that grows from the back of its head works as a lightning rod to attract electricity. Okay, so wait. Why can't I have lightning rod and Iron Barbs then? With this reservoir of electrical energy, Togedemaru is able to release powerful electric type attacks. Covering its body is a pattern of fur with strands like needles. That means that Togedemaru can roll itself up and presto, it's a ball of prickles. Some skilled trainers have developed the strategy of getting other Pokemon to unleash electric type attacks on Togedemaru, which absorbs their power to use in a response attack. Okay, so obviously it's telling you in double battles you can use electric type moves to power them. Okay, this is nothing we didn't already know. On days when lightning strikes, you can sometimes see Togedemaru gather and bristle up their needles, waiting to be struck by lightning. That's cute. Alright, now this is the Pokemon I wanted to get to. Tapu Koko! I found him in a Lolo. I'm in love with the Koko. Anyways, Land Spirit Pokemon, Electric and Fairy, ability Electric Surge. Tapu Koko was a special Pokemon that protects the area where it lives. It's called the guardian deity of Mele Mele Island, one of the islands of the Alola region. Although it's known as a guardian deity, it's a surprisingly fickle Pokemon and will not necessarily come to your aid if you need help. Wait! Wait, man, wait. That's so wait, why? That's mean. Despite that, this Pokemon has a strong sense of curiosity. If it becomes interested in a person or in the other Pokemon, it may come to play or battle with them. Tapu Koko's ability is Electric Surge, an ability never before seen in a Pokemon. Electric Surge fills the field around the Pokemon's feet with electricity when it appears, raising the power of any electric type moves for Pokemon on the ground and preventing any Pokemon from falling asleep. Tapu Koko can learn a new move called Nature's Madness, which slams into an opponent and reduces that Pokemon's HP by half. Hello? Okay, so he has, what is it, Super Fang? He just has Super Fang, straight up. Alright then. So that move is going to be necessary because that's definitely a wall breaker, straight up. And then we have a picture of Tapu Koko going into its shells on its arms. So it also appears to enter this form during other special times. So is that like a form change? It's hinting at some kind of form change, or it's hinting at something. We are being foreshadowed, my friends. We are being foreshadowed, my boys. Holy crap, man! All right, so I didn't know that. I didn't know that before now. That's pretty cool. I gotta take a picture of that. Alright, so next we have the evolved form of Grubbin. This is going to be Charge-a-Bug. And this is the battery Pokemon, and it has the ability Battery. And it looks like a battery, and it looks like a charger, and it looks like all the things it should look like. Charge-a-Bug stays perfectly still in preparation for evolution, and often spends time with its body half buried in the earth. Charge-a-Bug is able to store up electricity. It can store enough power to run a household for a whole day. Damn! The power it stores can be provided to other Pokemon, so it can also serve as a battery. Charge-a-Bug has the Battery ability, an ability not seen before in other Pokemon. The Battery ability allows it to raise the power of allies' special moves. Really? But does that matter? Is Charge-a-Bug going to be viable at all in double battles or anything like that? Who knows? But next is Vikavolt, the Stag Beetle Pokemon, and he has the ability Levitate, which makes sense because he is a bug with wings. But it's also very significant because he's an electric type. He's an electric type with Levitate. That's amazing. He's also a bug type, so that's cool. He just has a type that he doesn't have to worry about at all, being ground. Vikavolt is like a fortress that zooms through the forest, firing a beam of electricity from its mouth. Its huge jaws control the electricity it blasts out. Vikavolt is adept at acrobatic flight maneuvers like tailspins and sharp turns. It can fly at high speeds even as it weaves its way through the complicated tangle of branches in the forest. Yes! That means that this Pokemon is fast. It's a fast bug and electric type Pokemon. Fast electric type Pokemon are always good, man. Oh man, yes! Yes, I hope this Pokemon is good. This is going to be one of my favorite Pokemon if it's good. Vigavolt class Charger Bug with its legs and uses it as an extra battery. Even if a battle drags on, it can use the electric power from Charger Bug to continue firing off powerful moves. When Vigavolt is engaged in a fierce aerial fight, it releases Charger Bug to make itself lighter and increase its mobility. So does it always carry one around? Like, what does that mean? I don't get it. Next up, we have some information on the 2 Pokemon that Koko leaked not that long ago, I think last month actually. So, this is going to be Komala, and it has the ability Comatose. It's a normal type. No one has ever seen a Komala awake. It eats, travels, and even battles while sound asleep. Now, I don't think that means that it's going to be asleep in battle, though. I think it's going to be like this picture. It's just going to be like actually asleep, but it's not going to have the sleep status. Okay. Its saliva can be used as medicine for the sick or sleepless, according to ancient people. They say if you take a small amount of the saliva remaining after it eats leaves, water the saliva down, and drink it, you'll be able to sleep well. I'm not drinking saliva! Komala clings to a log pillow that its parents have given to it. Once it has grasped this log, it almost never releases it. If it does lose hold of its log, the Pokemon will be unable to sleep well and will thrash about wildly. Apparently, it will sometimes cling to the arm of a trainer it trusts. I can't wait to see the evolution of this. Komala has the Comatose ability, a new ability that no other Pokemon has ever had until now. Why do they keep saying that in different ways? This ability keeps it perpetually in a drowsing state, which prevents it from getting any other status conditions. And last but not least, we have Rockruff, which is a perfect name for this Pokemon. This is the puppy Pokemon. Keen Eye and Vital Spirit are its abilities, and this is one of the Pokemon that was also released in Koko last month. Rockruff has an excellent sense of smell, and once it has smelled an odor, it doesn't forget it. There are tales of these Pokemon getting separated from their trainers, then using the faintest traces of their scent to track them for days until they are reunited. Rockruff is a sociable Pokemon, but as it grows, its disposition gets wilder. If it begins to howl when the sun goes down, that is proof that it's close to evolving. Oh! So does this mean that you have to evolve this Pokemon like at night, or like when it's about to be nighttime? Huh. It said that it leaves its trainer's side to evolve and returns again when fully evolved. Alright, so obviously it evolves. They straight up just told us that it evolves into something. I don't know if that means that it has 1 evolution or 2, but I guess we'll find out, right? Rockruff stands bravely in battle even when it's taking damage. Although an opponent may be stronger than Rockruff, the puppy Pokemon is so persistent, it keeps going until it outlasts its foe and gets the win. Hey, that's straight up Scrappy-Doo, boys. Straight up Scrappy-Doo. Bite is a good move for Rockruff. It deals damage by biting an opponent with its sharp teeth. This may make the target flinch. Hey, straight up confirmed to be Rock and Dart. No, I'm kidding. Tyranitar, is that you? I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Alright, so we do have some screenshots of the game straight from the Pokemon website. This screenshot is writing on a Stoutland, which is pretty cool because that just confirms that we can ride on Pokemon again. Honestly though, to be honest, the riding on Pokemon part of X and Y was really not that great. It really wasn't. It was only used in specific areas. It wasn't really that necessary at all, but whatever. Here we just have a screenshot of a forest, which looks awesome. Straight up beautiful, man. And then this is a screenshot of, I don't know what the hell's happening to this Pikachu. I really don't. And I think that is all we have. I am not sure. Let me check one more time. So yeah, it seems like that's it for now. So